like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time. It's clear to see.
Frog eggs.
From up here, the world seems small.
What is up? My name is Matt. Today we're out doing a little bit of exploring. This is super cool. Today we are in the middle of nowhere in Alabama, and we are standing in the middle of what would have been the office building of a abandoned tourist attraction. This place was really popular in the 50s and before. People will come out to this place, and we're going to tell you all about the history, all about it. So stick around, let's go. Oh, snakes. Oh. Wow, this is Abelia.
That's a pretty cool shot, just seeing the trail, man. That's good stuff.
So this is, we're actually walking on the original sidewalk that was here. Apparently this place had a huge pool. It had all kinds of neat stuff.
This place was known, one of the biggest things about this place was it was one of the largest rocks in Alabama. A 7-mile rock.
So
That's
yeah,
not it.
That's not it?
Nope, that's not it. We're
What?
gonna keep
Bigger
going.
than that?
Yeah, it's way bigger. Let's see how catchy you are by this bridge that we're about to walk across.
That's pretty gnarly.
How would you know this was in the middle of the woods in Alabama, right?
Dude, look at this bridge.
You can't tell how far down that is.
That is crazy. Like, I'm not bad about heights, but this kind of gives me kind of creeps me out a little bit.
This is the start of the 7-mile rock.
This is my tour guide, Brandon.
Yeah.
You guys know him. So
This rock continues for 7 miles in that direction.
and it's one.
Continuous rock. You can see the shape of the rocks. That's from thousands and thousands of years of erosion.
Whoa, super cool.
This is also known as a rattlesnake trap. So they like to come out and sun on these rocks. So we got to watch where we step today.
Rattlesnakes in here.
Oh yeah. Park that crack down.
Think anybody ever dropped anything down there?
Oh yeah.
As a
I've metal detected out here and found some weight pennies and stuff in the past.
yeah.
The trick is guess what? The ground's like a rock.
Dude, this is so wild. This kind of reminds me of Craters of the Moon National Park. That's a volcanic kind of natural thing.
This, by the way, this is the best rock to rock climb in the state. So this is actually in the middle of being purchased by Para, Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
And they're planning on turning this into a rock climbing park. So we're just here before they're restoring it.
Which
Pretty neat.
will be awesome. So, and this was a big place for Native Americans as well, right?
Yeah, we're about to go head to where there's a big overhang where Native Americans lived years ago.
Okay.
So it's pretty neat. There's actually original postcards. There's all kinds of stuff from this place. These little pools over here.
So out west we call these potholes.
Potholes.
Yeah, and the reason they're called potholes is because Native Americans would keep these things clean, and they would put dirt in here, and the water, just like this, would feed and keep their vegetables growing in the pothole. So they would fill these things full of amount of dirt, and then when it rained, it acted like a catch basin and would allow the corn and maize, any other sort of vegetables to grow in here. Also
That makes sense.
acted as a good water cistern that they could collect rainwater out in the American West. So I imagine
That was probably used then, because if you look at the top of these rocks, it's almost like they carved these out. You know, out of nowhere, all of a sudden you have a bigger.
I don't know that they could actually carve these things, but they certainly would have used them to their advantage. I would
Did something with them.
imagine. So pretty cool. Really awesome vegetation too. Frog eggs. I bet this thing is screaming with frogs.
There's a couple more bridges like that one along the way.
Oh wow. So you could see why this would make for a good spot to spend the evenings. Now there's some old fire damage in here, but you can't tell what the original fire pit would have looked like. But super neat, a great spot to probably come and hang out if you need a little shelter during a rainstorm. That's awesome. And imagine if you scraped some of this dirt back, there would probably be Native American points and stuff like that kind of hidden in here. But hopefully this all gets fixed up and is turned into an interpretive display. Wow, that's super cool.
That rock climb to your right would be great.
So me and Brandon were talking about how this would almost be like a mythological place, or probably a place of ceremony for Native American peoples to come and hang out. And then you could understand why this would make a neat tourist attraction in the era where people just wanted to go and get outside. So, very cool. Watch out for rattlesnakes. Nothing sketchy about these bridges at all. They don't seem to fall. Oh my gosh. Don't look down. That one is pretty high.
Yeah, that just continues on to that flat rock pretty much. So that would have just continued to be rocks and more rocks and more rocks. The pool for the park was over in that general area. There's still some picnic tables and a bathhouse left. Not much other than that. But this in itself, the rock formations, knowing that the Native Americans lived here, makes this an extremely valuable spot when it comes to history. So I mean, it's definitely worth the explore and the show around. And you don't know how long it'll take for Parks and Recreation to actually get this back in shape. So when they start construction, this could be shut down for multiple years. So
yeah,
maybe the last ones to see this for several years.
Super cool though. Super cool. We were talking about all the non-native plant life, like the cactus here that was planted. We saw some irises back there, some lobelia we walked through earlier. So it's really cool to see the non-native stuff, but it's also really cool to see all the native plant life in such a short time have really wrecked this this concrete, these bridges, and really already taken this place back to what it was probably when it was first used, you know, a few thousand years ago. So it doesn't take long for nature to take things back the way she wants it. So we hope you enjoyed this little exploration video. Something a little different, something we don't do normally on the channel, but certainly when you're out traveling, you should go find something that most people don't get to go see. It'll make your experience so much better. As always, this is Brandon behind me. My name's Matt. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Gone Digging. If you need to use the restroom, here's what's left of the toilet. So you want to keep that in mind while you're here.